Close your hole!
Close your pie hole! Hey cadet, close your hole!
Close your hole, private!
All I've been told is that he filmed
ゲイファーリー接する
undercover. So I want to find out what's going on here.
So now I had a decision to make as a grown adult.
There's the gay guy.
Do I get naked with a bunch of furries and let them
ピックルマイピクルゲイ
You don't need to get naked, you can just go and then leave. A decision to make as a grown adult, just don't go. I'm not even a furry, and they said I'm clean. They said I'm clean. Mostly because I've never had sex, obviously, but, you know.
Always good to be sure.
What kind of animal you want to be, Dingus? Probably a dog.
No.
No, that's not it. You'd be a dangatang.
So there was this situation I heard about, boys and girls, this situation with this guy named Anthpo. This guy named Anthpo. I've never really seen his channel before, but this is the first time I'm hearing about him. But he posted an apology. He already posted an apology because he went undercover as a furry, and he filmed like or something is my understanding. We're going to find out here what the actual truth is. All I've been told is that he filmed gay furry sex undercover. So I want to find out what's going on here with Anthpo. It's not Anthony Padilla. It's Anthpo, this guy. He's like kind of a normie YouTuber. I think he worked for Mr. Beast for a little while or something is my understanding, but he got in some huge drama because he made a video called I Spent 200 Days Undercover as a Furry. Now this video is age restricted. It is age restricted, but I mean, the video got quite a few views, you know, for an age-restricted video. My age-restricted videos typically, they bomb. Because what happens when you get an age restriction is YouTube just kills it in the algorithm. They absolutely murder it in the algorithm. Like, I had a video, so I'll give you an example, a perfect example, okay? If you go on the Turkey Tom channel right now, if we go here, okay, we go to this channel. So my average viewership is like 800,000 to like 1 million views. It's like in there. Obviously, there's outliers. Like, this one got almost 2 million. This one got 600,000. This one got 800,000. This one got 900,000. This one got 3 million. But in general, it's like, if you had to estimate it, it's like from 800,000 to like 1.2 million views, okay? So my videos typically perform within that line because I try to keep a consistent quality. But this video, this Cobra video, it got age restricted, which is why all the views it got basically were in like the first day and then it got destroyed. It got destroyed. So this video is probably never going to get views again unless I can manage to get it reversed, which I've tried to appeal multiple times and they haven't repealed the age restriction. So this video, diet, slop, beer, cigs, which, you know, I don't even know why they age restricted it is the most frustrating thing. If I knew, it would be much easier, but it got age restricted and it's basically stuck in algorithm hell. And that's why this video, despite this guy having 1.7 million subs, and let's see his average views. Yeah, being pretty high. His average views are decently high. I mean, on his comeback video, he got 1 million views. Despite that, this video only got 700,000 views, and it probably would have gotten a few million considering the premise, right? But apparently a lot of people are upset about this video, so I want to see what all the fuss is about. I want to see why the furries are mad, why maybe people outside the furry community are mad. I saw Ruben Sim defending him on Twitter. He was like, you know, you didn't do anything wrong. Furries are perverts or whatever. So I want to see what's going on here.
Anthpo.
I was like creating like C4 explosives.
Stop hating on Furry!
Thank you, Sigma Paws.
I'd like to apologize in advance to my friends and to my family and to YouTube and to literally anybody who happens to watch this video. It's the craziest, I'm sorry. Everybody knows furries. They've been a laughingstock of the internet for the better part of 2 decades, at least as long as I can remember.
They have been. Although there's like a weird thing now. I feel like people are more accepting of furries now. Have you guys noticed this? I feel like we might be going back to a furry hatred era because there's been a lot of bad publicity for them. But there was an era online where I feel like 6-7 years ago, furries were super hated. Everybody was making fun of them. And then it turned out that multiple of the people who were hating on furries were actually furries themselves. And then like you had like YouTubers, like there's YMS as a furry, The Odd Ones Out as a furry. Like there's a bunch of people that are just furries now. Like it's kind of accepted within the YouTube community at least, which is interesting because it wasn't for a long time. The Odd Ones Out, yeah, he posted like a video in his fursuit, I think. Yeah, this video is crazy. This video is crazy. This video is f***ed up, and he made this. I think you get the idea. This is The Odd Ones Out. This is a video he deleted. It's a real video of The Odd Ones Out in his fursuit, and he's been seen at furry conventions. So there are YouTubers who are like mainstream popular. I mean, The Odd Ones Out still has Go to his channel. He's getting a bunch of views. He's getting a bunch of views, and he's been doing it for a while. If you think this is normal, I don't know, man. You're a lost cause. It's absolutely not normal. I mean, obviously. I've talked to multiple furries when I go to these conventions to try and understand why the fur thing is like a cool thing to them. I even met, when I went to this, me and Brandon filmed at a brony convention with these black dudes, and it was really funny. They were like hood guys. And one of them, there was this moment when he was like, nah, you ain't really gay, right? Baby 50 said that. And then the guy's like, that's my boyfriend right over there. And Baby 50's like, nah, for real. It was kind of like a Flight Reacts type moment. You guys probably know what I'm talking about with Flight Reacts. Anytime he sees Chris Tyson, his response is just his face, to be honest with you. Just his face is amazing. It was like this kind of thing. Look at his face, bro. Look at his face. And there's multiple videos like this, too. This is not the only one, is the thing. Like, Flight consistently, every time Flight sees Chris Tyson, it's like, he's not even like, he doesn't even think it's funny. He's just like sad over it. He's just like sad about it.
Really, you shouldn't. Gentlemen,
look at his face.
How are we able to afford this? 3, 2, 1.
Look at the way he looks at the camera, bro.
Oh, should we move? Yeah, we're sending a rocket call. Oh, okay. 3, 2, 1. What do those neighborhoods look like? So I went down a slide, and now I'm into like a different world. And you have a carousel? They have shops, restaurants, arcades, even a Star Wars.
Nice.
I wonder if I
Professionalism.
This is fun.
Look at his face. Flight does not f with it.
$1 million boat. Look at the view.
His mood is ruined. Look at his face.
Oh my gosh, yes. This is a nice bed. Who discovered their next great job? If this blimp crashes and I die, you guys can do a job. That would make it so much easier. Thanks, I don't like this conversation. All right, let's. Good morning. That was really good sleep.
It was this kind of thing, to be honest with you. But the reason I say this is just to bring it around to my original point. I've talked to multiple furries before. I have like had conversations with them. I've talked to multiple furries, and they've never really been able to explain to me why the furry fursuit thing is so attractive to them. Like in particular, I still can't get a straight answer, like explanation. A lot of them will say something like, oh, I like to express myself. And it's like, can you just use your face? It's like, well, that makes me nervous. And it's like, well, dress up like the guy from Slipknot. Why a dog? You know, why a dog? Like, if you want to express yourself, okay, if you want to express yourself, frankly, you know, there's a lot of other things you can do. You can dress up like that. Dress up like that. You know, dress up like that. Just dress up like that. There's no reason to just dress up like that, bro. Why the dog? I still haven't gotten a straight answer, to be honest. So maybe Anthpo will actually understand. Maybe he'll figure it out. I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe he'll figure it out. Maybe he's cracked the code finally.
It always kind of bugged me a little bit because I'm like, are furries honestly that bad? That's not the main thing I want to talk about today.
Kind of.
I want to talk about furry parties. Furry parties have been a topic of discussion on the internet for as long as I've known what a furry is. Furries getting in a room at conventions and exploring each other's bodies.
Okay, so this is the thing. I've never even really heard of this thing. I know they in the fursuits, but I've just always known it as an orgy. I've never known it as a furry party. But yeah, like furry parties. I've never heard it said this way. I've always thought it was just an orgy. Do they call it a furry party in the community? A furry party? You go to a furry party, you think you're going to be drinking with people in fursuits and it's just people. Is that what happens? I don't even know. I don't know.
I've seen so many videos about furries in my time here on YouTube, but I have never seen a video about furry parties. Are they real? Who goes to them? Are they bad? The past year since I had quit YouTube, I've done 2 things. 1, work for Mr. B, and 2, roleplay as a furry for 200 days. Here's a quick montage to hide how lame it is to be a YouTuber unboxing a fursona. Oh, fursona, in case you didn't know, is an anthropomorphic animal character adopted as an idealized or stylized representation of oneself.
And this has always been the hardest thing for me to get. This is another hard thing for me to get. Like, why is how you look not like enough? You know, Like, why? Why can you not just be your human self? I've just never gotten it, you know? Like, why does it need to be like this fantasy thing? Why can't just the way you look be enough, you know? I don't know. I guess if you're really insecure, but I feel like it's just something you have to get over. I feel like it's not healthy to cover it up with a fursuit. Wearing a fursuit doesn't sound very expressive. I mean, it's like a cartoon dog. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
My fursona's name was Sigma Paws, and this would bite me in the ass later when I tried to register for events and no one took me seriously. Now, how was I going to determine the existence of these furry parties? Well,
going to a furry convention.
I really needed to immerse myself in this culture, right? I can't just show up to these conventions and then gain their trust as a non-furry. Now, this Sigma Paws fursuit was only $700 all up, all in, which is very cheap for the furry community. Which only...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the average fursuit is like thousands and thousands of dollars. When I was at that furry convention, A&E, the one in Boston, and I asked a furry how much their suit was, they were like, probably more money than you have in your bank account. And I was like, all right, lol. You don't know who I am. I could own a Lamborghini. I could be a millionaire. You don't know. And they're like, you could be. And they got kind of weird about it at that point. But not that I was trying to like flex on them, but it's just like, you know, I was being nice to them. They came at me with the roast. But yeah, $700 is cheap. That's really cheap for a fursuit. Typically, they pay thousands and thousands. They save up for months. That's why a lot of the furries you see at these conventions are wealthy people. That's why there's like this impression that furries are very wealthy, you know, have a lot of money, because the ones that go to conventions, they have money for their passions. So they're like in cybersecurity or whatever.
Made the challenge of getting into one of these furry parties even more difficult. Now, in my quest to fully commit to the bit, I tried to wear the costume as much as I could for 200 days straight.
Jesus
I would
Christ.
work in it, I would go places in it, I would post content as my fursona.
Bro, I can't imagine doing this to myself. Oh my God.
I uploaded roughly once every 2 to 3
Bro, I respect to this guy for being able to go through with this, because I don't think I could do it.
days and started building a pretty consistent fan base. Also started getting a lot of haters.
Stop hating on furries.
I communicated with my fellow furries.
Hey cutie, love the videos.
I'm not allowed near schools.
Jesus Christ.
Sigma, just wanted to let you know I saw your recent video about that pig's head.
Whoever sent me the severed pig head, f you.
Don't let them get to you, buddy. You don't deserve it.
Thank you so much.
This guy
I
is
live
funny.
streamed a couple
It's cool.
times.
Thank you coming straight to my live, Daniel. I'll f on your bitch and my sandals.
Now, although I reached 1,000 followers on the Sigma Paws TikTok, it's not like exactly where I wanted Sigma Paws to be going into the convention. That being said, I got posted on cringe subreddits all the time.
Let's go.
Cody Co a top or a bottom?
Oh my God.
I have more money than you. Get a like.
He pulled it off pretty well, honestly. I mean, to me, it's obviously bait, but you know, if you're not looking, if you're not aware of what's going on, if you're not reading into the literature, you may think this is a real guy, a real furry, because there are furries who spurg out like this when you make fun of them, or they're like, I have more money than you, I own you, you know. So that is certainly a thing that exists out there. It's a kind of person. It's a phenomenon that exists. So when you're trolling online, you know, you're engaging in some trolling, you might get this kind of reaction unironically.
If they had good money, they wouldn't have such an ugly fursuit, lol.
I'm really starting to get a feel for the furry community.
So after spending 200 days at Sigma Paws, I took a 7-hour drive up to the furry convention. But I wouldn't be arriving without a plan. Starting with suiting up, I have 2 special guests that also need fursuits, so I gotta get them fursuits. Then after that, attending events. I don't want to immediately, you know, put my neck out there. I want to go to like dances and panels and stuff like that. After that, I'm gonna start marketing directly. I have a couple funny ideas prepared, and then hopefully that leads to me getting into a party. That's not the final step, though. The final step, STD test. Step 1.
I mean, probably for the best. I'd imagine there's a lot of stuff floating around in those suits, a lot of strange liquids and strange substances, and just, you know, you've got adrenochrome, you've got goon juice, you know, you've got vaginal fluid, you've got Monster Energy, you've got yellow Red Bull. There's a lot of stuff that might be floating around there. Estrogen, testosterone. I'd imagine there's a lot of stuff that's going through those suits. So, I mean, it makes sense to get STD tested. You know, I support this guy. I mean, I got STD tested. I'm not even a furry. And they said I'm clean. Mostly because I've never had sex, obviously. But, you know, always good to be sure. You never know what you're going to accumulate.
I had 2 people helping me with this whole thing. Number 1, YouTuber Ben of the Week, and more importantly, my cameraman, Travis.
If you guys are gonna come to this convention, you guys need outfits. So I've prepared a bunch for you guys, and I'll let you pick. So yeah, this is the first one. Ta-da! Garfield costume. This one's a good one.
All right, they're gonna know. They're gonna know ahead of time. Come on, this isn't enough effort, in my opinion. This is enough effort.
Dog.
Wait, something's like coming over me.
Maddie Healy for 10 says Anthony Poe was a part of this 2020 alt TikTok house THNAF All these 19-year-olds moved to LA and were blowing up in 2020, and now they do OnlyFans, or one member get accused of SA, and one is an Andrew Tate clone. I didn't know any of that. I didn't know any of this lore. That's very interesting. If you gain fat or muscle, definitely muscle. Physique post. I'm not gonna. I've definitely posted a shirtless picture before. I mean, if you go on my Instagram, you can see like roughly. Hold on. This is in good lighting, obviously, but yeah, definitely help with my social confidence a little bit for sure. But I'm not like overly jacked yet, which I would like to be at some point. I would like to be, you know, freakishly jacked, but I'm not at that point. I'm definitely not at that point yet. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't know any of that about Anthpo.
By the way, also, if we do anything embarrassing, immediately... Travis! His name is Travis! His name is Travis!
After Ben got into his fursuit and donned the name Dragon D's, we were ready to go.
I feel like the furries are gonna know going into this, though. I feel like they're definitely gonna know that these guys, because this is the guy who has a real fursuit, even though it's kind of goofy. Like, it does look like a fursuit. The other guys, like, they don't really look like furry suits. They just look like Halloween costumes. So I feel like they're gonna know.
Travis!
Wait. Before I even got to the convention, I started making friends.
What's your guys' names? Drewski. Koali. Drewski, Koali, nice to meet you. I'm Sigma.
Although initially surprised
I'm
to meet
Sigma.
famous comedian Drewski at a furry convention, I quickly became his friend. I was afraid my cheap-looking fursuit would scare people away, but being around Ben was actually a blessing in disguise because his fursuit sucked.
It doesn't go fuck well, really.
Anyways, before we got into some of the meat of the convention, we found ourselves enjoying some of the fantastic events, like Furry Parade!
They always do this too. At the one I went to, they did a furry parade too, bro. The A&E, they had a furry parade that went from the outside to the inside. There's like, they all line up to like show the world what they're all about.
Because of this parade, I knew there was over 3,000 people at this event, and that made me feel good about
Which event is this? Is this A&E? Which furry event is this? Did he say where he went? Because he did put a map out. I don't know where he actually went for this. I would like to know which furry convention this was. I'm curious if I was there at the same time as him. Where's the map? Here's the map. Hold on. Lol.
I'm really starting to get a feel for the furry community.
So after spending 200 days as Sigma Paws, I took a 7-hour drive up to the furry convention. But
that didn't,
without a plan. Starting without a plan.
Lol.
I'm really starting to get a feel for the furry community.
So after spending 200 days as Sigma Paws, I took a 7-hour drive up to the furry convention.
I can't tell. I don't know geography, to be honest with you, but it doesn't look like necessarily Boston, but I can't really tell. Is it Massachusetts? It probably is A&E. It probably is. That is Boston. Well, he probably went to A&E then. This looks a lot like the convention center that I was at. It's the one next to the Westin, the hotel. So it probably is. That probably is it, to be honest. He was probably there at the same time as me.
To interview people and ask. Before we got into some of the meat of the convention, we found ourselves enjoying some of the fantastic events, like Furry Parade.
When I was there, they said there was some TikTok guy that they were worried about. The staff, they were like talking to me. They were like, we want to make sure you're not like that TikTok guy who was messing with people. And I was like, who is that? Maybe it was this guy. Maybe this is the guy.
Because of this parade, I knew there was over 3,000 people at this event, and that made me feel good about my odds of getting into a furry party. Sword fighting!
Careful, don't hit hard. Yeah, what is wrong with you?
We did a bunch of activities like this. We were at this convention for 3 days, by the way. The first real step I wanted to take was to interview people and ask them if they knew about these parties. But you could only interview people at this con if you had a press pass, which, like, how was I supposed to get a press pass?
I got hired to run the Furry of the Week section of furryweekly.com.
You got hired? Oh my god. This guy actually infiltrated the entire community. That's crazy. The thing is, it doesn't seem that hard to infiltrate it. I'm pretty sure this convention afterwards, after I was there, I think they got rid of their, like, the main organizer. They kicked him off for some reason. I don't totally know why, but I heard there was some drama going on there.
You
don't know where Boston is? I know where Boston is when I drive there. I don't know where it is on a map, to be honest with you.
Uzi or Playboy Cardi?
What?
Lil Uzi or Playboy Cardi?
I don't know what those really
are. Are you into the fun side of the furry community, or are you more into the dark side of the furry community?
Dude, this is such a scary costume. This is such a scary costume. Why does he look like that? He looks like, is his name Tiny the Tiger or something? What's his name in Crash Bandicoot? You know what I'm talking about? What is the name of like the scary guy? Yeah, he looks like the Crash Bandicoot guy, bro. Tiny? Yeah, he looks like Tiny the Tiger. Yeah, this thing. Tell me he doesn't look like that. Tell me he doesn't look except fat. But he does look like Tiny the Tiger, bro. This guy was horrifying when I was a child, to be honest with you. This thing scared the f out of me. The early Crash games are great games, but Jesus Christ, this was a scary design when I was a child. It was. The jawline? Yeah, he's been mewing. He's been
I wasn't really
mewing.
getting anywhere, and this guy started speaking in Chinese. And I was about to quit until I heard this.
My friends are hosting a little party this weekend. It's going to be a blast.
Oh, really? Furry party?
Not anything NSFW.
Okay. Do a lot of people here do that?
I think it's at every furry convention if you look for it.
She thinks it's at every furry convention if you
Your little Wojak there.
look for it.
A little
So now
furry
it was time
Wojak.
to look
Very
for
nice,
it.
very
the
nice.
first plan was to go into the Expo hall and talk to people who looked like they would be attending these furry.
This does look a lot like the con I went to, bro. It looks a lot like it, to be honest. You should go to Midwest Fur Fest and fight Lumen City. I'm not going to fight Lumen City. I would film Lumen City. I'm not going to fight Lumen City. But I don't really want to travel to another furry convention right now, to be honest. I feel like I'm all furried out. I'm bronied out. Went to the furry convention, went to the brony convention. I think I've had enough.
Parties?
Oh, Sigma Chan, would you want to buy me the night terror blanket tapestry for $200?
Yeah, I'll buy it. Okay.
Now, I didn't find any leads there, and it was probably in part because I had a giant camera following me, but I did find a bunch of furry smut magazines. Now, the weird part about this is that this is completely in the center of the expo hall. Like, you could just wander in here if you're like an 8-year-old.
I went to a fur con. I made a whole video about it on this channel, yeah.
9-year-old, a 10-year-old. There was
Go
literally
to a
like
chode convention, I would fit right in.
of these booths, and there was even stuff written by a guy named Sigma, and they didn't even check for my ID when I purchased it.
A little higher.
I purchased it.
Oh, it's a femboy.
Oh my god, bro.
It was a guy.
Whoa! Yeah, this shit is all over at furry conventions. The art is crazy, bro. When I went to the brony thing, they had an entire little section you go in. They're like, this is the after dark section, no cameras. You go in there, and immediately it's like a little booth. They've got like curtains. You go inside, and there's just tapestries on every wall of bronies with their ass and their out. Not even kidding. Their ass and their is out. Brandon, when I was there with Brandon, he bought a thing that says "Come Cardinals" on it. And it has like a giant cardinal with its like ass out on the back. It's crazy. It's crazy. This shit is crazy. I just don't get it. I don't get how people are attracted to that. Like, why not just a girl? Like, if you like the big butt and the like, there are girls who have that. You can just jerk off to normal. Not that that's the best thing for you, but it's probably better than jerking off to this. Why did they blur the screen? Great question, Smaggle Daggle. I don't know why. Why would they blur the screen on the disgusting furry femboy art that is queerly sexual?
It was a guy. The next place I was going to look for people was going to be at these furry dance competitions. There's 2 dance competitions. There's the freestyle dance competition, and then there's the actual dance competition. Now, for the actual dance competition, I prepared a full choreographed dance as well as my own song. I submitted a video as to what my dance was going to be to the judges, and they said I didn't even have to come to the preliminaries.
My entire life I was bullied. Nobody loved me for who I was, so I became somebody.
Wow.
And it's taken me a long time to become the person that I am now.
I knew that if I won the finals for something like this, I would get into a free party. So to prepare, I decided to join the freestyle dance.
Wait, I recognize that one. Hold on.
I would get into a free party.
I recognize this one. I saw this one when I was there, I'm pretty sure. Is this the con I went? I recognize that one too. Wait, hold on. Hold the f on. Wait, hold on. This video.
They told us we
In this video, when I was here, that one person.
realistically, at a furry convention, you're outnumbered, right? If you're a normal guy, for all the IDF shorties, hit me up. We're part of, like, with me. Enjoyed the attendees a lot of the convention.
One piece.
Not this person. The person named JoJo or something. Yeah, that one. Wait, is that the same one? Is that the same furry and just different lighting? This one right here on the right looks like this one that I'm talking to, right? Is that not the same person?
It's more money than you probably have, so yeah.
You have no idea how much money I have. I might be a millionaire.
Maybe.
I could be. I could have a Lamborghini. That is funny. Was it really expensive?
His suit's around 7K.
So you were saying,
Bro, that's got to be them, bro. They were beefing heavily. They didn't with me. That's got to be them. Green on it. Well, yeah, but this is like in like blue lighting and shit. Like there's like all these lights on it. It could be the same person. Looks the same but blue. Maybe they have an alternate. I don't know. It's the same con. The map showed them going to Boston. I think it is them. I'm pretty sure.
So to prepare, I decided to join the freestyle dance battle. And maybe if I won this, people would also want to get naked with me.
Bro, yeah, this looks like the hotel I was at or whatever. This looks like the Westin.
Jokes aside, this dance battle would go from the most impressive dancer of all time to exactly the type of person that you're thinking of right now. Awesome.
Sigma Paws doesn't know how to actually dance, but he can do a bunch of Magic Mike stuff.
And against all odds, he actually made it to the finals.
11.
This victory was short-lived, however, because I got my ass kicked by somebody in a rat tail. It was a very humbling experience to get my ass.
Yo. Brother. Hey, brother. Hey, brother. What's going on, brother? Whoa, brother. What you doing there, brother? What you wearing, brother? This is dark. It is somewhat dark, I would say. Bro's underwear says puppy. Yeah, bro. Yeah. What is bro doing?
It was a very humbling experience to get my ass kicked by somebody.
What
in
is
a
bro
rat tail.
doing?
All my plans to prove the existence of furry parties were failing. At this point, I lost pretty much all hope. But I still had an ace up my sleeve. I'd been making tons of friends throughout the convention and DMing them constantly. And I was getting hit on a decent amount, so I thought one of these would lead.
Whoa, wait, what was that? What was that one? Either way, my hole is open for you, and I can guarantee there's no risks at the con. I'm a very caring Durg at heart. You're so sweet. I'm going to hit the sack tonight. You're so sweet, though. Hope you have a great rest of your night. I'll help you up. Bruh, my hole is open for you. Ah! My hole is open for you. Bruh. My hole is open for you. No. You gotta close your hole. You gotta close your hole, bro. Hey, bruh. Close that hole, bruh. Hey, bro. What the fuck you doing, bro? You being gay? Hey. Close your hole. Close your pie hole. Hey, cadet, close your hole. Close your hole, private. Private pile, close your hole. Is your hole open for us? Well, obviously for you guys, but that's so you can stuff super chats in it. But this is different. This is different. This is a different type thing, different kind of vibe, in my opinion. It's just a different thing.
I thought one of these would lead into a furry party. However, I had a bit, a really dumb bit that I thought was funny.
Business cards. Printed these on Staples? Yeah, I had to walk in. What the fuck? Phone on the back too. And then if that doesn't work, we throw our own. Oh my fucking god! And so I got pebbles.
I had printed two.
No, bro. You didn't have to go that. You didn't have to get the handcuffs, bro. You went a little far with that, in my opinion. I don't know if you really needed to do all that. I just don't think there was a reason to do all of that. You could have had the party without that. Frankly, you could have easily done it. I don't know. It's a bit sus.
250 of each of these cards, and my plan was to distribute them throughout the convention. When I found somebody that I thought would fit the bill of being in these furry parties, I was just gonna give it to them and be like, hey, let me know. But I put one
that you thought fit the bill. Like, what do you mean by that? Like the puppy underwear type individuals?
Down on a random table at the convention, kind of as a joke. I received an invite.
Hey, what have you done? These seeds really well. My heart's beating. That's really crazy. It's not the only thing that's gonna be beating.
Oh no.
This may look like the face of a happy person, but it's actually the face of a man about to have a face full of fur. Naked fur.
No, bro. This is gonna. Did he actually go there? Bro, there's no way.
And this is Travis's finger because he doesn't know how to use the camera.
All right, let's go. Wait, what are we? Wait, Anthony, don't.
And just like that, I was added.
It's real.
To the chat.
It's actually 100% real. This must be what Oppenheimer felt like when he discovered the nuclear business cards. Like, this wasn't supposed to be real.
What have I done? Just like, what have I cursed this world with? What have I done to the humanity? Did I need to do this? Bro.
It was done. It was a stupid bit.
That one business card got me invited to 5 furry parties. So now I had a decision to make as a grown adult. Do I get naked with a bunch of furries and let them explore?
You don't need to get naked. You can just go and then leave. A decision to make as a grown adult. Just don't go, bro.
Or my body. The party
or just if you go, just don't be naked.
Decided on had 11 people in the group chat, ranging from 45 to 19 to gun furries.
That's so lit.
What the f? And now I can't really show a lot of this on YouTube. In fact, I'm pretty sure this video is demonetized already. So please like it and comment.
Please.
All right, I'll give it a like, bro. Okay, I'll give you a like.
Also, please fuck.
He just posted his full cock in the chat. Okay.
Oh my god.
They should cuddle so much. Here's a photo of my wiener.
If everyone,
if everyone's alright with that, I wouldn't mind recording a few parts of it too, bro. No.
Recording a few parts too. Thinking about pretty boys. I'm painfully attracted to certain Minecraft content creators.
No. fuck?
And a huge
No.
Oh, and Charlie Slime's a cool.
Oh my god. This is disgusting.
Broke out the whole roster, Yo, Minecraft YouTubers, I'm gonna be thinking about you tonight on my journey. There was still a decent amount of time until the furry party, so we went to a panel on how to be an influencer.
So raise your paws, hands, if you are...
Raise your paws. Bro, the vernacular is crazy. I hope I'm not in this video, dude. Caesar, were you there, bro? What the f? Why are there furries in my chat? What are you guys doing? You guys gotta be put down. Someone call the animal control.
I don't care. I be speaking fucking Spanish. Me gusta el helado. Hold up. That means I like ice cream. Hold up. I'm with your girlie and she scream. Hold up.
Ben didn't take it very seriously, though. He faked getting swatted.
Someone called in to like the police saying that I was like, creating like C4 explosives.
And I used the opportunity.
Look at their faces, bro. They're victims. They're
dox my
fucking
cameraman
victims.
as much as I could.
I work on Wall Street and I do some like social media stuff on the side.
I work on Wall Street.
Travis said like that's what. I don't want to speak too much on behalf of you, but yeah.
Yes, I agree with that. That was like a decent.
I am gonna beat the fuck out of you, do you hear me?
T-minus 2 hours until the furry party. I had a decision to make.
What did they actually say to him? I'm so sorry for what you went through. I'm so sorry for your loss. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for your loss. It's so sad that you went through that with the C4 or the SWAT team. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for you. Yo, I'm sorry for you.
So funny. I got invited to one.
Oh my
Bro, no.
God, you cannot go to that.
He called his mom?
I want to see the video.
Huh? What?
Just like, maybe like somebody's ass from behind.
Bro!
I'm not giving you permission. I'm just...
I wanted this and I'm like, oh fuck. You know what I mean?
You're gonna get HIV and a furry.
Wow, nice cock. Whoa, it's getting steamy in here.
No.
What's that? Ben of the week and Travis wanna join? Okay.
What? I'm not even. Dude, Sigma Paws has come so far. Think about it like this. Purchase the worst fursuit head of all time, and then get invited.
This guy really did it. He successfully infiltrated the furry community, and within one day of being at a convention, he gets invited to a gay orgy.
To a huge furry.
Where they're all attracted to Minecraft creators like Carl Jacobs and Quackity. Jesus. This guy went through hell!
He didn't.
Gonna win tomorrow.
And with only about 30 minutes until the party, I was having a mental breakdown. Even role-playing didn't make me feel any better.
I'll see you guys on the other side.
No.
Seeing Ben after that hour and a half made me feel like I was deployed in Vietnam and I was getting to see my wife after returning home.
I just know it smelled f***ing crazy in there.
So he didn't even show the footage on YouTube, bro. What did he do wrong?
Oh, now it's all over.
He went to the party under false pretenses?
The only thing left to do now was to win the dance competition, but in the meantime, we went to a furry rave.
Like, why are people so mad at him? I don't really understand it, I guess. It doesn't really make sense to me. I wanted to leave a second comment, more based on the content of the video itself. You're trying too hard, my dude. You don't need to win competitions or even own a suit. Generally, between 25% and 40% of con attendees first to the con, based on statistics from dozens of cons in the last 15 years. Legit, just being chill and genuine goes a long way. I personally know many of the individuals in the first segments of the video, in and out of suit, staff and attendee like. In fact, in the background around 8:40, there's a good friend of mine who sadly passed away since then. Spotting him hit kind of hard and unexpected, not gonna lie. I don't really like that you focus on it being a place only for people who aren't welcomed elsewhere. Yes, our broad acceptance of people makes that part of a bigger picture, but it feels like you're missing the bigger picture. I've had conversations at furry cons with aerospace engineers, doctors, lawyers, commercial airline pilots, software developers. One I know even developed targeting systems for military aircraft. We also kind of hold the internet together. Are furries horny? I mean, people are horny, and not everyone is horny on main. For many, furry is the alt account in their life, not their main. So they may choose to be more sexually expressive there, especially when it's less prone to judgment. They are actually mad. Jesus Christ. Probably a good idea to provide some clarification on how much of the filming was known about, especially at the party segment, because how it looks in the video is that you snuck footage of something you shouldn't have. I mean, the people who were there, they were asking if you could film. I mean, Weiss says you were the weirdest person in every room you walked into. Weiss doesn't like it for some reason. What do I know this guy from? Furries hate when it feels like they've been infiltrated by the normies. They gatekeep the fandom heavily. The fact you went in there butt naked is insane. Oh, you're the furry who said he could fight Alpharad. Makes more sense now. A friendly reminder that if furries can afford $4,000 in a costume and $200 art on regular, they can afford lawyers. Do you think they're going to sue him? Do you actually think it's going to happen? Wait, so was there more content in there? Apparently there was more content he removed. Update. Anthpo has listened to feedback like mine and taken action, removing much of the offending content. I thank you for doing that. I will leave the original comment below this for the sake of the comment thread. Okay, so what did he actually do? Because it's cut out from the video, whatever was the offending content then, right? He posted an apology. Black background, white text apology. I want to clear up some misconceptions from the furry video. I removed 2 minutes from the video after speaking to one of the people involved and they asked to be removed. They did not want the situation to become a huge deal for their sake. I'm trying to avoid more damage than I've already done. I did not film audio or video of anything sexual, just cuddling. I'm not here to defend myself, just wanted to clarify. All audio was remade. Recording was mentioned beforehand. A phone was visibly set up in the hotel room, and then afterwards, everything was heavily blurred or remade entirely. I spoke to lawyers, and checks were done by YouTube. That being said, this does not excuse what I did as anything less than horrible. Was it horrible? I mean, if they knew that you were recording and they knew you were going to post it, or maybe they didn't know you were going to post it and they only knew that you were filming it, I don't really even understand. I'm disappointed in myself, and I'm so sorry to those specifically involved and to those who feel betrayed. For those criticizing me for perpetuating stereotypes amongst the furry community, I want to apologize and emphasize that wasn't my goal in any capacity. Bro! Stereotypes against the furry community. This is like a minority group now, really, bro? Is this that big of a deal? This guy doesn't actually care. This is a PR statement. There's no way he actually feels bad, bro. Ruben Sims said, you did nothing wrong. Don't let yourself be intimidated by sex pests and addicts. Jesus Christ, bro. Bro's first video back and he's already apologizing. Had to keep it interesting. Whole thing was such a shallow grab for validation for thinking other people who are comfortable with themselves are weirdos when in fact you are the biggest weirdo in the entire vid. I mean, they're furries. They are weird. It is weird to be a furry. Like, they may be comfortable with themselves, but I mean, they're still like a furry, right? Like, it's still a weird thing. They dress up like a cartoon dog and go to conventions, and some of them in the fursuits. Like, obviously you're going to perceive that as it's outside the norm. In a literal sense, it is weird, you know? In a literal sense, it is weird, it's strange, it's unorthodox. If he filmed people without consent and they were consenting adults or whatever, you know, assuming there was nothing he needed to like expose about what they were doing or something, like if he filmed them without consent and then posted it, that's shitty. But if he didn't, I mean, here he's saying that he did get permission, but then he's saying that they wanted him to remove it after. So I don't totally understand what the conversation is here, but yeah, I don't know. I don't totally know. I don't exactly understand why people are mad that much. I guess maybe originally in the original video he had a bunch of footage that he shouldn't have had in there, but I'm not gonna like look it up if it was already removed, you know? Oh, it was A&E. Bro, I was the dude who found your business card in the snow and called you at A&E in January. So it was A&E apparently. Interesting. If you dedicate 200 days in your limited human life span, you might as well come out to us as a furry, no need to be shy about it. Why? This is always the thing when you make fun of a group of people, they're like, well, you're just making fun of it because you actually are them. It's just kind of a strange thing. I think this is just a cope, honestly. Yeah, I mean, if he recorded something he shouldn't have and posted it, I mean, that should be criticized. I thought the video was pretty funny, but if he recorded people having sex or something and posted it, furry or not, the idea of filming and uploading people having sex without permission is kind of creepy. He said it was just cuddling though, so it's not exactly that. Imagine flexing about money but wasting it all on suits. Well, to each their own, I guess, my friend. To each their own. The animation was removed, so it was an animation of what happened. It was an animation. That's why he said he replaced the footage or whatever, right? It was an animation of animated gay furry sex he put in the video. If he did that, that is crazy. I don't know. I mean, Anthpo seems like a talented guy to me. I mean, it was an interesting, entertaining video. If he did film people having sex without consent, he shouldn't have done that, obviously. But yeah. That's the deal, in my opinion. That's the deal. If he did film people having sex without consent, I mean, that's up. I don't think there's any doubt around it. But beyond that, I don't think the video itself seems that bad. Yeah, that's what I would say. I feel like the apology was kind of disingenuous. I mean, he knew what he was doing going into it if he did do that. Like, I don't know what you really are expecting, you know? I don't know what you're really expecting to come from that, honestly.